Evening all, welcome back to Space Engineers. Right, today we are going to do some chores. Watch me do some chores. The bottom of the ship, let me just show you, has always had this mighty doomsday weapon of massed rocket launchers firing down. I don't like them, don't want them, gonna get rid of them. Lots of materials in them as well, so definitely need it. We're running low on a lot of components as well. I need to go and find gold and platinum, but then again, isn't that the story of life? I'm not too... Oh, hello, look at that, I didn't notice any of this. Wow, okay, so we're gonna have to really look at the conveyor system. So many materials have gone into this bloody thing. And I don't really want it anymore, so I'm just basically stripping it all down. It's going to take a while, so I thought we'd have a chat while we do it. This game, awesome, you should get it. If you haven't got it, come get it, it's brilliant. There's a lot of good stuff coming out lately, and we should go have a chat about it now. Grand Theft Auto 5 comes to PC very soon. Looking forward to that immensely. We are going to play it. We did a massive playthrough. We did like, I don't know, 100 videos on it. On the PS3, which was insanely fun. Had a right laugh with the gang playing that. I suspect that we will have the same thing going on, and it's much more complete game for the PC because it's obviously much more complete. So, so that's a good thing. So we're definitely going to play that. But I would really say that my aspirations for this game are actually growing highly now as well. The idea is that you basically join dedicated servers as gangs and play as a survival game now. So that is just freaking awesome. So we're going to have a look at that as well. If you're interested in playing, hit me up. We have the usual gang, Doldrin, Josh, usual, looking to play this game. Are they all right now? There we go. So the rocket launchers are done. But yeah, if you're looking to get involved, give me a shout. It's funny really because things like H1Z1, I don't know if you catch any of our latest videos on that. We've got a pretty big gang playing that now, and it's pretty awesome, I must admit. I think it's... Some games are improved by playing... Oh, hello. Bye. Some games are improved massively by playing as a team. Others not so much. I think there's a lot of games out there that you can really get lost in either way, and I think this one is a great example of you can just have such a great solo player game. This is Minecraft. I mean, God's sake, let's just say what it is. This is basically Minecraft. Minecraft is another great game which is good single player, multiplayer, and there's no prevailing... Whoops, the daisy, I need my oxygen. There's no prevailing mode one over the other, and that's nice. I like that. I think this is kind of what games nowadays generally tend to need, is that little bit more fun, dare I say. But there we go. So I think definitely you're going to get into the more gang side of this game, because you can just go nuts. Literally, you can absolutely go completely crazy, claim asteroids, fight people, try and keep the ship alive. I love it. I just love that style of, oh my god. And think of it this way, I could be flying it, you guys could be gunning it, so you'll have your own turrets to control. And I mean, just imagine that. Imagine how much fun that could possibly be. So there we go. God, there's so many of these rocket launches. I'm not regretting doing this. I wish I'd done this a long time ago, because it's just, yeah, it's quite frustrating, all this crap. So let's just get rid of it all. It's funny really because I'm trying to keep the ships as simple as possible now. So this is obviously a very big ship, and I think that the ships can become a little bit cumbersome. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm taking probably, well, I don't know, a tenth of the ship out right now, just in terms of what it is. And that's going to be interesting to what to replace it with, though. So, I mean, that could be another deck. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? It could be maybe a sub deck with cargo cans or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Post in the comments. Maybe we have a torture pit. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know. I mean, we can do anything in this game. As long as you can build it, they will come. And I think that's what we're going to do. Don't want to lose too many parts. Oh, that's close. As you can see, I am running it with the additional cargo size and all that. Sue me. It has to be. I don't want to sit here and go back and forth 20 times. I think sometimes you should just have a bit more realistic, less realistic stuff in terms of space. But again, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I'm not cheating or anything. It's just saving time. Said every cheater in the world ever. So there we go, almost done. Now I'm going to have to be careful when I take these conveyors out, because again, I think you can explosively decompress the ship. I've seen this a few times now, where all of a sudden something's exploded. A whole great big kind of chunk of the ship has just disappeared. Now, I used to think it was just the hangar bay doors, and it probably is. But I'm just, I'm suspicious if it's something more than that, because if it is, flippin' heck. Have to be a bit careful of that. But generally, I think, you know, these things are generally quite reliable. I think the oxygen system is wonderful. If you've not played since they included oxygen, I can only urge you to come try it, because it makes the game really difficult. I think if you're not playing with it as well, then that's bad just as worse. You know, you should have oxygen, and you should have a ship which is, you know, airtight, because I don't know, I just like the idea of it. I think if you can keep an attacker swamped and locked down, then they're going to be on a ticking time clock to actually get in and out and take oxygen before theirs runs out. And I love that. I think that's such a wonderful mechanic. Basically, you've got a certain amount of time before all your oxygen runs out. And plus you can be, you know, and if they take their helmets off, then you've got them, and try and take your oxygen, you can basically just vent it. You can actually just have a button that says, oh, all gone. All gone. And I like that. I think that's sneaky, and I do think that's just such a wonderful addition. So here we go, almost done. This game is like, I used to do cars up, right, my hobbies. I used to actually buy old pieces of shit car and spend some time doing them up, making them nice. I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to get my hands oily, because I've got games like this. This gives me that feel, that need to sort of make something beautiful. It's like gardening. I don't know if you do gardening. I know I think gardening's a bit of an old gits thing, but I get why people do it, because you want to make something wonderful and sit in it and go, oh, I made that. Well, it's just exactly the same as this. So this is the wonder of these kind of games. I feel such pride with this ship, and when this ship gets destroyed, which it has done a few times now, a little tear falls from my eye, because it does feel quite sad in a way. Okay, so we need to continue the conveyor along, because that goes and feeds these two guns here. I think we might put a gun or two underneath. I've just taken one out, because that's where I put the cargo can, just because I wanted to do that a bit easier. Usually just good to have a cargo can on you. You can just, you know, drop it, and basically what I can do now is just go to my general storage here and just drop it all in. Nice and simple. Boop, blop, blop. There we go. I had 116 rockets. That's not bad. I'm going to destruct them. I'm going to basically melt them down, because I need them for the platinum. I lost my probe. My little probe buggered off and never came back. What the hell is that? Is that? Let's just build that now while we still have the ability. Or should I guess I should just leave it as a conveyor, but maybe I just take these out. Let's see what's behind it. Okay, so it's just another layer of hull. That's fine. Let's just grind them all out. So I think this game's got some promising stuff coming up. I know that the oxygen stuff is getting improved each patch as well. They are back to weekly patches as well. I don't know if people know that. Uh-oh. My suit's low. Flip. It takes me a while to get back to base. I need some oxygen as well, so let's just do that quickly. Right away. 2.7. I wish the warning was a bit nearer the time. Just realised that 2.5. And then we're back. Setting gravity to 0.5. Oh, it's 1 now. Why is it 1? Like if I run this way, it should drop down. I did, yeah, I don't know. Well, setting my gravity to 0.5 has been very, very nice indeed. I've just realised it's because I switched the gravity off. So let me just charge. There we go. Come on, charge up. There we go. What we'll do is we'll go and set the gravity lower again, because when you've got it at 1, you can take full damage quite easily, and it gets a bit frustrating. So let's just remove that as a problem. There we go. Ding. Nice. Let's just run up. Oh, there is something so satisfying about just having your own ship and knowing it and just running about and doing the chores in it. I don't know. Just for me, it just gets me. It really does. It's Minecraft, I know, but it just really does make me smile. Right, so I've got my little thing here. So my oxygen's running low, so I'm just going to put, was it tanks? There we go. So I can just put my oxygen back in there. You see it fills up instantly. Nice. And then we just take another one. One usually does it, but I'll probably just take another one just to be safe. As you can see, we've got a fair few spare tanks, and let's just set our gravity lower. So what I've done, hopefully you can see this, in the bars at the bottom, if I go to 2, well, yeah, let me show you this. So I can control any of the guns. Oh, all the guns are offline, that's why. So if I go to 1, switch the guns on, neep, there we go, and then 1, uh-oh, what's that aiming at? What's that? Don't aim at that, I need that station. But as you can see, look, I can control all of the turrets. I could do some real damage here. stagger. Oh, sorry. Let's just stop arsing about with that. Oh, okay, so my gravity controls are not on this console. So here comes the fun of trying to remember which one. Yep, there we go. So you see here I can sort of decrease. So watch the gravity on the left. So I can set it to 1. I can set it all the way down to inverse gravity, so I can actually just fire stuff up. It's great, isn't it? I do love it, and I think it's just such a cool thing. So there we go. So that pretty much is where we need to be, 0.5. So let's go back to the chores. Let's just run along. Again, so how long did this take to do? Not too long, actually. I think if you're interested in doing these kind of things, it's difficult to sort of say we'll start from scratch, because this ship has been evolving for over a year now. I mean, let's not forget that. Every time I come back to the game, I end up making huge changes to it. And as you can see, I've already made a huge change to it with that miner. That miner, I think, could be better integrated as well. I think the miner's a bit too much. It doesn't need to be that big. It could be more of a barge and a bit flatter. So we might, we'll look at that. But I think for now, that'll do. But I think we need some form of attack ship. So maybe that's what we build here. Is we build this into a sort of mini deck here. And then what we have is then maybe a detachable, flat, kind of large but smaller ship, if that makes sense. So, let's carry on. I'm just going to keep grinding away. I think the idea really being that we're going to have to build a bit of a skin here as well, now I think about it. But again, this is why I really would recommend just building cans on the conveyor when you're building anything, because you don't want to have to go back and forward for it. The only annoying bit was power then. That I should have thought about that. Whoops, not paying attention. Let's just go drop these back. As you see, I mean, you could do a whole new deck here, basically. Loads of parts, which is awesome. So let me show you what I mean. So we could, again, I need to figure out where these come down, but I think just above there, so you see there, that's the internal, and you can see that that's actually the engineering bit there. You can see the red light as well. So we could have a whole new deck. I mean, it'd be a very thin deck, but it could be something, we could expand it as well, I guess, left and right, because there's plenty of space. I mean, look, we could come out here, but again, what would that change the profile of the ship? Well, not really. It would just be a big bulkier down here. But again, I think the problem is there's maybe not enough yet to warrant that. So I think we'll just put a skin on this for now. And I think that'll probably be it. I do want to find a way to actually get in here without having to go up and down. So let me just do that now. I'm probably going to move my can inside as well. So we'll do that in a minute. Let me just come back to here. So again, I love this conveyor system. This is the best thing about this game by a long way, is this ability to move stuff around. So let's build our skin. Whoops. In fact, what we probably should have done is build a can, but never mind. So we'll leave one. Oh, you need steel plate. I thought I had steel plate. Nope, must have ballsed that up. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, I moved it into the small container. That's fair enough. So let's just do that again. In fact, I'm just going to move this container. That's probably the easiest thing to do now. There we go. And then what you can do is just plug it in here. So this is, I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful, mechanics that give you the ability to be so flexible with this game. So there we go. So this now connects to the whole system, and I can actually just go and get my things there. So that, I mean, again, just lovely, isn't it? So let's just build our skin. I'll have to put some lighting down here. We can't change the colour of the blocks. The colour of the blocks is actually more problematic than you maybe realise, because when, let me try and explain, with black blocks, it just absorbs the light, so you actually don't get the ability to see much. So I think that's definitely why I would not recommend a black ship at all. A darker grey is probably better to go with, but that's the way it is. Why is that there? What the hell is that feeding? Let me just go and have a look at that. Clunk. Okay, well that's just feeding nothing. So let's just take. Let's just take that off. I don't see why on earth we need that. This is when I break it up to find there's just hundreds of bits here. Oh, okay. Oh, I just lost my motor. Oh well, let's just kick them off as well. Right, let's just chuck them back. And then what we'll do is, in fact, we're just going to build it all now. Let's just drop all the plates. See what I do is I just run along. I have set the weld and build speed quicker as well. I know, Susan. I don't want to sit here and just like show you me welding something for 5 minutes. It's pointless. It just doesn't make sense. But in survival normal, I probably would leave it that way because it inspires. The reason is, let me tell you why. Because the reason is it inspires you to build a machine to do it for you, and that's the best bit about it. Because when you've got a machine that you can press a button and it then welds everything for you, that's the more satisfying bit. So I can see why they do it. Totally can see why they do it. There we go. All coming together quite nicely. You see how boring it is? I mean, again, I could have just set a drone to do this. This is the beauty of this. You can have a drone that just comes and does this. And it's a shame. I keep losing all my drones because I can't work out antenna distance. So all of a sudden they go out of antenna range and I can't contact them. And then they've got inertia dampeners off, and then I never see them again. One is currently, I think, orbiting Jupiter because I just can't get it back. I can't catch up with it, relatively speaking. Nor would I want to. I'm not going to go and chase a drone that I could build in like 3-4 minutes. Here we go, looking good. Not sure why it's so green. It must be because there's a green light above us from the bridge. It seems a bit odd, doesn't it? Oh well. There you go, you just watched me build the hull. And we can colour it later. I don't worry about the colour of it right now. What we will do is we'll put some lights down here. The lighting engine is by far one of the nicer parts of the game as well. Highly recommend that you have some good. Again, my OCD kicks in. Need to be. Ugh. Talk about making it bloody difficult. Again, there might be a bit too many lights, but I think for now, sod it. Can always remove them. There we go. Let there be light. I tell you what, this game, it's like building a model train set. It's just this is so wonderful. Do love it. Right, so there we go. So we've got again. I can come back another time and do that. And I've just realised I've locked myself in here. Wow. So probably the first thing to do is to work out how am I going to get out of here. Well, it probably would be best if we just came down from above. So let's just cut through stuff. There we go. So that, I mean, that was pretty painless, wasn't it? So that's pretty much roughly where we are, I think. Oh, we could almost be talking a lower deck here, maybe a lower bridge down here, maybe. Yeah, it's not quite right. We could maybe do it this side. Maybe you come down that way. Yeah, that looks like it might work. Let's start cutting. You can always weld it back. It's the beauty of working with metal. You see what we're doing? Oh, that was... oh, I'm venting as well. Oh, bugger, I've just lost all my oxygen. Doesn't matter, I've got loads of it, but yeah, I don't really want to do that too much. Should have been a bit more careful there. Probably what I will do is just put my gun back on, because I did drop one of the guns. Then again, what's the point? I don't see the point of having two guns there, so we'll figure that out another time. I think that's probably what we'll do with it for now. We'll just put a couple of guns on the bottom, and then that's it. Guns generally seem to be quite good now. I think they're better than missiles. I think missiles have been nerfed a little bit, so yeah, we'll probably come back to that. But there we go. So I think there's plenty of stuff to do on this mighty ship. I think join us next time, because what we need to do now, without fail, is we need to find platinum and gold, because I actually can't build any more thruster components. Oh my god, is everything depressurized again? Hang on, whoa, that's really not good. Why is everything depressurized? What's going on? Everything's depressurized, there's no oxygen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. That's really not good. What I'll do is it there? Yeah, that's... Oh, again, it's so frustrating. I think if I seal this up, that might be the best thing to do. Right, is that repressurizing? Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! It's close. So you see these things should be chucking out air, wherever they are. Not much though. Look at that. Only 2, 3. There we go. Gosh, that was a dramatic end. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.